là, je suis en train de me battre pour mettre les diagrammes et les chiffres, c'est mieux.
So, did I just hear 3 distinct light switch clicks?
Avec un peu de chance, j'arriverai à toucher le fond et attacher ça à un brin cassant. Si jamais j'accroche au fond, le brin cédera avant le corps de ligne et je récupérerai.
One of the things you have to know about static shots is that you can cut or clip any bit of the static shot out, and as long as the primary scene hasn't changed very much, then nobody's going to notice. The audio from this clip is very likely been recorded at a later time and then overlaid on top of the video to create this scene that makes it seem like everything is happening contiguously, like one right after another, continuously is what I mean to say. But it's more than likely that he was the one who is standing in the hallway over here where you can see this shadow appear as the basket gets pulled out. And all he had to do is just cut out the scene where he's walking towards the camera. The thing that makes me realize or think that this is the case is because it seems like he's already up, standing, and fully prepared to walk towards the basket. There's no sound of him standing up from a couch or a seat in any capacity, and he's just ready to walk. Take a look again and see if you understand what I'm saying.
Là, je suis en train de me battre pour mettre les diagrammes et les chiffres, c'est mieux.
You see what I mean? He's coming in from the left side. His TV is actually, if you're facing the back door, his TV is to the left where his couch is. But for some reason, he's coming from where the dining room table is. He's already standing, fully dressed, wearing shoes, ready to walk. It's just kind of weird for me. But my point isn't about where his positioning is. I mean, it helps in a sense, but the primary thing that I'm saying is that the point in which he walked from the front to the back of the house, he just cut that out. You won't be able to tell. There's no luminance change. And I remind you, absence of evidence is not evidence.
Just before the box was thrown, something chilling can be seen in the doorway.
Yeah, it looks like a person in the hallway, right? But now I remind you that static shots allow you to very easily layer videos on top of each other and lower the opacity. I literally just showed you that in maybe the last video or the video before that. Here, let me just show you again. You know, kind of like this. I'm a ghost. Ooh. Remember that? I don't think the answer that I'm going to give will be properly received or well received. There is much room for argument with my answer on this one. It's my opinion that she gave an individual plenty of time to step out and become stationary in the hallway, almost as if I believe this is a staged event, so to speak. I think that she's with somebody else who's orchestrated this. Like, why else would there be no audio? You know what I mean? Why is it edited the way that it's edited? Why not just show us in full time without pausing or freezing the frame? Show us the regular video. You know what I mean? It's presented edited, and I don't like that. I'll reserve my judgment on this one. I think it's just staged. I'm not confident in that. I don't think anybody could be. And one more thing, the exposition states that she saw it on her phone while she was recording, but she didn't then focus back on it. You know, if you saw it while you were recording, don't you think you would try to record more of it? But instead she just panned the camera over to another room. I'm interrupting. He painted something out here. Look very closely. You'll see that there was a string that was there 1 second and then gone. He missed a couple frames where it was visible. I'm not sure if he painted them out, but there was a string there. Ask me how I know. Every one of my videos that I've recorded of the night vision in my kitchen, opening my fridge and everything, this is exactly what a string looks like. I knew where the string was, so I knew where to look. Other people might not, but because of that, I know where to look now. Here the string is from the doll's left ankle, the ankle closest to the wall. It's been tied around that. It's been pulled down underneath the shelf, run back, wrapped around the leg, straight down, and then along the floor. The person who's pulling the string is behind this overexposed white bit. You can see because of the string being visible here. Normally, when I see string glint in other people's debunking videos, a lot of times it's actually just insects. They misidentify it because they're going frame by frame. One of the issues with going frame by frame is that you don't get a movement. So you have to do what I do, where you grab the playhead and you just wiggle back and forth, scrub over and over and over again to try to figure out if that was a string glint or if it was actually an insect based on the movement. If an insect swoops, comes swinging towards the camera, comes down, redirects, you know it's an insect because string has to go in a direct line. There are other examples in this video of insects flying around. This very first thing here I'm about to show you is not an insect. This one is string glint. But I'll show you the insects in comparison so that you can get a better understanding of why I've made that determination. And now we see that the remote has fallen. However, determining what is an insect or airborne particulate from the plant that just took a nosedive off the shelf, determining what is debris or insects and what is the string that is pulling the remote, it's nearly impossible at this point due to the sudden influx in aerated material. So in this particular case, in my opinion, all three of them are being manipulated with string. You're free to disagree with me on how or what direction the string is running, but I don't think that you should disagree with me that string was used. Now, in future videos, if his TV destroyed itself, maybe I would think that a ghost did it. But as long as it's pulling down inexpensive, soft things, I won't believe it. There is no way in hell any security camera built now or in the past will ever, maybe not even in the future, will there ever be a security camera that has one of these attached to them. And the crystal clear audio that we're hearing in this video is recorded on that or this. I have worked with $10,000 to $50,000 security systems where every single camera, multiple, like 100 cameras in one system kind of thing, right? But every single one of the cameras in the system, top of the fucking line cameras. Not a single one of those cameras could ever record audio that clear. That has been added in post. You know what I'm gonna say. Audio from video 2 slapped on video 1. Why would anybody believe that this would prove that ghosts exist? This is embarrassing for this person. I understand that there's a possibility that there might be a point in time when we actually capture paranormal evidence and it presents itself as this easily dismissible bullshit. I recognize that I mean, I don't recognize that it's a possibility because ghosts don't exist. I know that. But I recognize that that would be a real pinch for people. You know, if they did actually authentically capture paranormal evidence, which they never will, but I'm open a little bit. It would suck to have captured something that could be so easily dismissed. But come on. Once again, the security camera is incapable of producing audio that clear. It's a $20 TP-Link camera made in Shenzhen, China. It may as well not even have a security, like a microphone. In fact, they're usually high stress microphones put in there, like tinny microphones for audio detection of things like smoke alarms and dogs barking and gunshots in my camera's case. And house alarms, you know, they're not meant for crystal clear audio. Thankfully, it seems like we finally found some security camera footage with relatively authentic audio. This is actually being recorded inside. There is a big difference. If you go back to the previous part of the video and listen very carefully with headphones on, you can tell that there is a level of clarity that now is not present in the security camera. This might be a 360-degree rotational security camera. It pans, right? My question is, why is it aimed at your bathroom? Do you think a burglar is going to come in through the vent? Is he going to come in through the floor drain? Why do you need to secure your bathroom? Makes no sense. When you're debunking these ghost videos, or when you're thinking about these ghost videos critically, you have to first ask yourself, what is the purpose of the security camera being in the position that it currently is in? A lot of the security camera videos that I see have been perfectly placed specifically to capture some sort of paranormal activity. They're not actually there to secure a specific location in the house. They're not aimed at a valuable. They're not aimed at a water heater. Like I used to have a security camera that was aimed at my water heater. I had another security camera that was aimed at my air fryer and my microwave and toaster and stuff like that. I had security cameras that were placed in my backyard to keep an eye on my garden. so that I know when the squirrel got there, not so much identify which squirrel got there. Security cameras don't have good microphones. The security camera is actually capturing a sound that's coming from inside the apartment. However, it's still not a ghost because your security camera is aimed distinctly at an area where it could not possibly reflect the surface to show that you're standing there with your cell phone like this, right behind the security camera playing the sounds off your phone. Really? So why is the security camera suddenly fucking awful in visual quality? It's the same security camera. It has the TAPA watermark on it. Why is the security camera now positioned in the position that it's currently at? What are you trying to secure in your goddamn kitchen? Furthermore, why does it look like it's handheld? Why is there a filter applied on top of it? Why does it have scan lines like an old CRT TV? Why do you think that there's any reason why any human being with a logical brain in their fucking skull would ever believe that this wasn't just you ducking down behind the counter, you arrogant son of a bitch? I'm gonna let you in on a little secret. I've been writing a guide on how to debunk ghost videos for about a year now, or actually a little bit more than a year. Since before we actually started this channel, I was planning on having it ready for like general reference. For example, this is my Twins Die Twice Paranormal presents Nick's Ghost Hunting Guide, not for production, but there are segments in here for how to conduct proper like paranormal investigations, for cemeteries, general script for like, hi, we're Twins Die Twice Paranormal and we're here at this location, stuff like that, just to keep us on thing. We got indoor guide, forests and other guides, and then over here I have a brief guide to debunking ghost videos, where I've been writing this since this particular segment since November of 2024. We have things like common types of ghost videos: shadow person, poltergeist, apparitions, orbs. We have a segment for EVPs, full body apparitions, small little things. They're going to be fleshed out more, but I've also got this segment that I've been working on all about CCTV. I'm going to read you a small portion of that. Eventually I plan on actually digitizing this. I'm better with handwriting in some cases. I'm going to digitize this and I'm going to have it be a free resource for everybody to be able to reference alongside our videos. But here in this segment, I could say I want to just point out that what often appears as supernatural can in fact be attributed to inherent technical characteristics and operational limitations of security camera equipment and its associated video processing. The very design and operational characteristics of CCTV systems, which are frequently optimized for efficiency in terms of storage and bandwidth over pristine image quality, render them particularly susceptible to generating visual artifacts that can be misinterpreted as paranormal activity. This predisposition to misinterpretation is a crucial foundational point for any analysis in such footage. These systems are engineered for continuous, often unattended monitoring with primary goals centered on security, deterrence, and process oversight. They trade off visual clarity for compression and storage management. Many security cameras are not optimized for audio and visuals. They trade one for the other. Otherwise, they'd be incredibly expensive. The microphone that was featured within these videos, or the microphone that was used within several of these videos, was definitely a studio microphone like this one. The visual quality changing so often shows that they're fucking with the video. In any case, that's going to do it for today's video. Thank you for watching. If you like the video, like the video. If you feel like subscribing, please do. We're on the road to getting monetized still, and we could really use your help in seeing some more of our videos. So if you're interested, click one of these two videos here and continue the journey of learning and debunking. I love you. I'll see you tomorrow. All right, bye.